Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones, a card game, second edition video for you. This time we're in round 4 of the New York Regional Championships 2016 at Millennium Games in Rochester, New York, which I may have said already. But this time I have a guest with me, and back by popular demand, it's Kevin Austin. Kevin, say hi.
Hello, Robert.
Oh, hello. And on the left, we have Sean Emberley from the Beyond the Wall podcast, one of the hosts there. And I first have to apologize about making comments in the last video about them not having an episode in the last, 6 to 8 months or so. I've lost track, something like that. But right after I recorded that in the last video, they posted one the next day. So, yeah, it's good to have them back. And I apologize for calling them out there. But, yeah, it's good to have them back. And, yeah, what do you think about that, Kev?
Yeah, he joins, they all go missing. It was suspect, but I think it's everything's back to normal. So here we have
on the right we have do you know this player? I don't really know him.
I've met him a couple times, but I'm not sure of his motives here.
So we have Kyle Duncan. He was one of our testing mates before going down. He's from our local meta in Hamilton/Burlington, left of Toronto on the map kind of area there, and
the good side of Toronto.
Yeah, exactly the good side of Toronto. So Sean's playing Baratheon Lion, and Kyle on the right is playing Lannister Banner of the Dragon, which is our deck of choice for this tournament.
Yep. So Sean started off with a Shadow Black Lane, a Rose Road, a Dragonstone Faithful, and Sir Jaime Lannister. And Kyle's got Tyrion Lannister, Grand Maester Pycelle, and a Rose Road for himself. They both open up on a noble cause, and it looks like I didn't catch who won the die roll there, but Kyle is going first.
I didn't either, but they were rolling big ass dice like crazy. I thought they were playing Yahtzee in the middle of the game here. I didn't know.
I'm not sure you played Yahtzee before. So they both played a noble cause. Kyle's just considering his choices here.
Yeah, because it does matter. Who goes first here with Jaime Lannister being on the board? I'm sure Sean would want to go first, but nope. It looks like Kyle is first player for sure.
Kyle is the first player. I'm just not sure who chose it there. But
I see. Yeah.
You are right for Jaime Lannister's purposes, but of course he's got Melisandre and the kneeling package on his side, so Sean might have elected to go second.
True,
just to see what he plays first.
Exactly. And there we have Kyle playing his own Jaime Lannister and duping his Tyrion.
So he's on 2 gold left?
Looks like 4 still, I think. Those big
dice.
Oh,
yes, he did play a King's Road to get out Sir Jaime.
Yeah. And he now has a seal of the hand on Jaime? So what that was? Yeah.
Go to Sean's marshalling. He deals his Dragonstone Faithful. Uses the reduction on noble cause for Melisandre.
And there's that Melisandre you're mentioning. Perfect timing there after Jaime Lannister hit the board.
Yes, almost too perfect.
Yes, it's like he planned it.
Yes, but Kyle's seal of the hand might have been a good choice there on Jaime.
And knowing Kyle, he probably mulliganed for that seal of the hand. I know he was mentioning before when he played the Baratheon matchup, he would mulligan for like a seal of the hand or Illyrio, and he would keep it no matter what else was in his hand.
Yes, it's a very important in against Baratheon here.
Looks like we got a bodyguard.
Yep, Sean's bodyguard on Mel. Just considering the rest of his choices. Second Dragonstone Faithful, kneeling that into a Moon Boy.
Everyone loves some Moon Boy.
There's nothing to hate about Moon Boy. So what do you think about Sean's deck? It's pretty interesting. Especially the Shadow Black Lane was of interest to me because I think he has quite a few in-house events in there with Scene of Flames, Even-Handed Justice.
There's a Scene of Flames there.
Scene of Flames there.
Oh. So we see 2 Milk of the Poppies. We see a Tears of the List get discarded from the hand there.
And he's got the Illyrio for backup. So
Oh, man.
kneeling is not going to be... It'll be a good game plan, not a great game plan.
And why did Sean not choose the Illyrio? I would have grabbed that first thing, to be honest. It's another character. It's the only character he had. I mean, he might top deck no characters and they'll slow him down, but not to mention it's Illyrio, the great counter against his deck. I know Tears sucks to hit your Bob, I guess, but I don't know. He doesn't really have any targets on the board right now. Maybe he's got one in hand. That's why he's worried.
Yeah, he could be planning to play a Stannis or Bob next turn.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe he's just overly protective of Moon Boy.
That's
Somebody's got to look after him. So the military gets through unopposed there. So James got a renown, and Dragonstone Faithful is in the dead pile. Cal's probably looking to get Insight Trigger off of Pycelle there, so he's just thinking what the best use of that would be. Probably just going in with Tyrion, stealthing by Melisandre.
Could do it. No, they're just going to try it with, looks like with Jamie.
Yeah, just get the seal of the hand. But I'm sure he'd be happy if Sean fully defended with both of his large characters.
Oh, for sure. Now, Sean's sitting on no gold, right? So,
yeah. Sean's on no gold. Looks like 4 or 5 cards in hand.
Yeah. So Kyle can be a little more aggressive, not have to worry about the Put to the Sword or Tears of Bliss.
Yeah.
Coming back at him.
Go on oppose there. Intrigue claims Scene in Flames.
Which is always nice to see. So that's 2 gone. So it sounds like Sean's doing a military with Jamie there.
Yep, and the opposing Jamie stands. And comes in for the defense. Oh, your screen just went black.
Oh.
And we're back. So successful military takes Tyrion's dupe off the board. And Jamie comes in for an intrigue. Oh, Rob, who are those very attractive elbows that are coming on the top of the screen there?
I have no idea. It's like I saw those in the last game too. Somebody was at table 2 turns in a row. I think is pretty good. But
ooh, someone staying up there. They must have been big winners this day.
Yeah. It's nice having those free drinks brought to us at that table there.
Yes, very gracious hosts at Millennium Games.
Yes, I was going to ask you, what do you think of the store?
Oh, fantastic! Well stocked, good presents. All the people are nice. Very good.
Yes, my favorite was walking in and seeing those Broken Egg tokens and the Dracula's tokens, plus the Time Walker deck boxes being stocked there. I thought that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, all the specialty stuff is definitely a good bonus.
Yeah.
So we see a trigger of Shadow Black Lane here, as we were mentioning earlier. Off of Jamie's successful intrigue.
I mean, every time that's happened, I just move it around and start giving him out again.
Which looks like it was unopposed, so I guess he's just trying to save it for if Moon Boy's coming in for a lonely power for Tyrion.
Yeah, unopposed. Yeah. Claim.
Let's see what he grabbed for claim. He got one of the Milk of the Poppies.
Yeah. So from Kyle's hand, we know 1 Milk of the Poppy, 1 Illyrio, and then whatever Pycelle drew off of Insight.
Looks like Moonboy and Melisandre come in for a power, and Tyrion blocks the unopposed.
Yep, they work well together.
I don't.
Kyle takes dominance, and we move on. So not a bad start for both sides here.
Yeah, both getting some card draw right off the bat. Both got 2 medium level characters out there. And
yeah,
looks
card
like-
draw is kind of lacking in some Lanny Dragon decks, so it's good to have Pycelle on the board earlier.
I agree with that. It looks like power totals are tied at 3-3, I believe. I can see I believe it's a 2
Yeah.
on Kyle's die there at the top of the screen on the Lannister house card.
Yes, those will slowly be phased out as tokens become available. Kyle's just considering his plot choice here.
Looks like Sean flipped into a Filthy Accusations to kneel someone on the other side of the board, and we have a Summons flipped on the Laney Dragon side.
Yep. So Sean's just considering who should go first here.
You can play first. Sure. I'll have your
Looks like he's
And-
indicated for Kyle to be the
Yep.
first player again.
And then Kyle decided Sean's plot will go off first, and now he's going to search the top 10 cards for a character. Now, playing this deck, what do you think he was looking for when he played that plot?
When he played that plot, current game state, so he's going to get 5 gold, and then
Yep.
if he has anything in his hand. But, of course, that we know of, there's not much. So, what could he be looking for?
Are you going to see a Tywin?
I think he's just digging for options at this point, because he's got only 3 cards in his hand. He can obviously play Illyrio this turn, so he might just be looking for something for future turns. So
Yep.
Tywin or Miri would be good for then. You can see him playing with Tywin.
Yeah. There is Tywin.
So if he got lucky and got the King's Road off the Insight, then that'd be
Oh, wow.
icing. But
Or if he, at least he draws 2 cards now, too, so maybe he'll dig into some economy.
yeah, but I think he's fine with playing Illyrio and then getting Tyrion's gold and activating Illyrio off that.
Oh, agreed. There's a
Seal the hand.
Yeah, the duplicate on the seal of the hand. Always good to see.
Yeah, not bad.
It's not going anywhere.
So as long as Jamie can stay in play, then that seal of the hand is safe.
And now this version of the deck, I remember being interested in it, hearing about the Baratheon Banner of the Lion, that it was a little more of an aggressive build, using like put to the swords, because it had more military presence from the Laney Banner, and then plus the kneeling, let you get those that put the sword off easier. I don't know if this version is that. But
Yeah,
there is that
looking-
fear.
Yeah, looking at Bear Lion decks, there's a few different ways you can go. You can go heavier military, you can go
I might
full dominance, you can just go extra kneel, but not in any specific direction. But it's all very interesting.
Yeah, and the extra kneel's using like the paid off, right? Like that's
Yeah,
the
that's
main
definitely an
draw.
option. I'm not sure how that works in the current metagame, just because your intrigues can be defended easier.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting. I'm hoping to get some use out of paid off in the future.
Yeah, it's a very interesting card. I definitely want to play with it, and with some of the future cards coming out that are trying to drive Laney towards their intrigue focus there, definitely will work well with those decks.
Yep. So Sean throws a Milk the Poppy on Illyrio as to stay away from his anti-Neil tech. But of course, so that could have been the exact reason that he didn't pick Illyrio.
Yeah, that's
For the
exactly what I thought
Team
when I
Flames
saw him
prior.
play it. Yeah, that's smart. And it looks like we had a Fiery Followers put into play there, using Melisandre to then kneel Illyrio, who was drunk on the milk already.
It's early in the morning.
cards in hand? Got 3 cards in hand.
So we just heard Kyle ask Sean how many cards in hand, and Sean has 3 cards in hand there.
Kyle should have the same. Oh, sorry. Kyle will have 4. Oh, sorry. No, it is 3 because of the dupe.
That is crazy that you can keep track of that stuff. I always have to ask a couple times a turn at least.
Yeah, it's handy. So Kyle's considering his few options after the Neil train has come through town.
So that's a military with Jaime here to start on the Lannister side.
Yeah, not a bad start. Sean considering his options is on 2 gold.
Unopposed?
And it sounds like he declared no defenders.
No, I do not. Claim.
Yeah, I'm wondering because he has plenty of characters. So there's I don't know what he'd be saving the Fiery Follows for unless he thinks Kyle has a Widow's Wail.
Well, Sean does have 2 gold still.
True.
But he's not. It's not. The Fiery Followers isn't going to help him get the military off by more than 5 if Jaime's still standing.
No, I don't think he's. I think he's just going for any successful military because we only see 4 non-duped unique characters on Kyle's side.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
So chipping away at that is good start.
And like you said, the Widow's Wail option too, right? But
yeah,
we need some Tyrion gold to make that happen first.
Well, he's still got Pycelle's.
And here it comes. The intrigue with Jaime again and Pycelle.
Yep.
What are the odds? 3 cards. I only know. I don't know the existence of what one is. What are the odds? It's Widow's Wail or Tears.
And Sean's just wondering if what's in his hand is a Widow's Wail or a Tears. He's debating the options. He's saying, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, I don't think he's too worried about the Tears at this point, as we mentioned last turn, because he's played the Fiery Followers. That's not going to die. Tears on Moon Boy is. Sean's probably happy to see that.
Yeah, I know. I would say thank you to my opponent if that's what they use the Tears on.
Looks like he comes in fully blocks with Jaime and Melisandre.
So he has some important cards in hand, that's for sure, and he wants to use his Shadow Black Lane.
Yeah, that's absolutely a good time to trigger Dezeni. And it's also a good trigger if he doesn't want to do another intrigue challenge to give Kyle 2 more gold.
Yeah, basically fuel the option for more ambush from the Hound or Burn Man or events or whatever.
Yep.
Don't you think if a guy was going to cheat through shuffling, he would have shuffled?
But now Moon Boy is just gonna trounce in unopposed. It's dangerous territory for Kyle to be in here.
If I was cheating, you'd see triple drop it on the board right now. Swinging a Warhammer.
So Kyle's knelt out, but he's got the Seal of the Hand use still on Jaime there, so he can block whatever the Fiery Follower does.
Your tongue. There's some pretty poor luck. Here's the choice of imagination.
So we have power coming in with Moon Boy. And there'll be no defenders on that one.
Yep, so Sean's going up to 5 power. Draws off the Insight.
Man, the card draw is real.
And Fiery Followers comes in with a probably military challenge because Kyle didn't grab any gold.
And go to Dom. I restand this. So 4.
And it looks like we're going to dominance.
Yeah, so Jaime defends, gets his renown, and then we go to dominance. Sean wins. Or sorry, yes they do. Sean did win. With the Fiery Followers and his 2 gold versus Kyle's 2 gold.
And it looks like we have a tie game at 6, I believe. It's hard to see that die up on the house card there, but I believe it's 3 on there.
Yeah.
We have 3 power on Jaime. And on the other side, on the Baratheon side, we got 1 power on Jaime and 5 on the house card.
Yeah, so if they keep tying, this is not sustainable for one of them. And generally, probably the character who can, or the side that can dictate who's kneeling and who's standing,
Yeah.
will be able to pull that through. Sean's just considering his options here. I'm guessing he's got another filthy accusations in his plot deck. Probably.
Yeah, those greedy Baratheons just got to double up, eh?
Yeah.
Double up on that Neil.
Gotta get it in every place they can. And there it is.
There, you called it, into a trading with the Pentoshi on the Lannister side.
Yeah. So since Kyle's already used his noble cause, I'm not sure whether he's calling the banners, but he definitely wants to get Tywin into play ASAP.
Yeah, no problem.
So Tyrion gets the Neil off the filthy accusations.
Yep. And Sean gets his 3 gold.
10, 11?
So Kyle is again going first. Collects his 11. And it's considering all the cards in his hand that start with Tywin.
Emphasis on the win.
Yes.
So Tywin is played using the Western fiefdoms there.
Yep. Got 5 remaining.
Now he's got to try to figure some way to get that dupe seal of the hand over one more character there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that is functionally possible in the current game state.
Oh, Milk of the Poppy on Melisandre.
Not bad, but we all saw it coming.
Yep.
But that's definitely good. No more lore-related Neil in this turn.
And the 2-cost, 4 strength, Jorah Mormont is the last card. Kyle will marshal, and we're over to Sean on the Baratheon side for marshalling.
And Kyle is sitting on 2 gold. And that could mean anything where I come from.
Yep.
Not putting out military icons like that, but who knows.
It's just to help Tywin have 2 extra strength.
Exactly.
That's all you save it for.
Every little bit counts. You see Dragonstone Port and Dragonstone Faithful kneeling to reduce a Celise.
Oh, another R'hllor card.
Wasted.
And Sean tries to activate the Neil, but Kyle reminds him that Melisandre's milked.
Well, that's because they're playing Milk wrong, where their milk is blocking the art rather than the text box.
Yeah, that'll do that. So then Maester Creston is played to remove the milk, and Sean realizes that that was a mistake, and yeah.
Got a little ahead of himself, but
Yeah.
he makes up for it with a birthday red keep.
And you can hear Sean there sighing and a little disappointment in himself for playing that in the wrong order. I don't know if he missed that the milk was played. Maybe he was looking at his hand, concentrating, and just didn't see Kyle slap it down. But
yeah, he could have just been planning ahead of time and not
yeah, and then didn't
entirely
adjust.
pay attention. But so that Neil is still available if, God forbid, he has a scene of flames.
Yep. So 2 cards in hand on both sides.
Yep.
We're just doing a check there of each other.
I believe Sean only has 1 gold. So if Mr. Duncan has a big old put to the sword, there ain't no stopping it.
And the target would most likely be Melisandre, I would assume.
Well, but she's got that annoying bodyguard, is the problem.
Yeah, but if the treachery is hiding... Oh no, he's going for the military. I thought maybe he'd do an intrigue first just to get some extra gold fueling it there, but...
Yeah, so it looks that he's like his options are limited in that manner. But killing Jaime is not bad either.
Yeah, that's true.
So he comes in with a father-daughter or father-son combo for military. It's the long hair; it throws me off.
It's pretty upsetting.
So Sean just said, this is pretty upsetting. He knows what's coming.
It's very upsetting. I can imagine. But sometimes these things happen.
And I remember after sitting at the table beside them here, I remember hearing Sean get a little flustered about this, and I talked to him right after the game, and he mentioned if I lose this match, on the editing floor, it just kind of disappears, and I don't put it online, he'd be happy, or if I didn't mention his name in this. So
Sean Emberley? Do you mean Sean Emberley?
No, Sean Emberley. I will not mention your name. You don't have to worry about that. The third host of Beyond the Wall, the podcast. You can catch him on there. I won't mention your name at all.
I can't believe you just called him the third best host.
The new host. He may be the best host, though. I'll have to say that.
Oh, okay. So, we do see a put to the sword, and Sean insists it's Melisandre. Maybe he's implying that he'll take Melisandre as military claim as well, but Kyle's not having it.
So, Jaime does go to the dead pile with a sword in his head.
Can't believe Jaime would do that to Jaime.
He was being bullied by Tywin.
Yeah. And we get some renown. Delicious, delicious renown. We're getting a lot of unopposed powers on both sides here. So I'm not sure if they forget that that's a thing that you can do.
Yeah. Deciding on claim right now, I think.
Yeah, I think you go with the... Unless you got an upcoming Bob, you probably go with the Dragonstone Faithful, I'd imagine.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's the bodyguard. But there's no gold on the other side, so he doesn't have to worry about the treachery.
No, absolutely.
But that is always dangerous. I always watch for players grabbing that bodyguard when I got a treachery in hand. Just waiting for him to do it.
That's correct.
Looks like Jaime's coming in for an intrigue with his new friend, Ser Jorah.
Intrigue, rapture. What's the story?
He's quick to take his gold.
Yep. It's not like me that sits there for a minute thinking about the whole challenge phase and then realizing you get to do it. Yeah.
Yes, it's limit 2 times per phase, but make every use count.
Yeah, that is understood.
Sean just considering his own options here.
I think actually I'm playing you at the table beside us.
Yes, you are. I was implying both of our elbows.
Oh, I getcha. I couldn't tell. I could tell by my little token bins there, but...
You can't tell by my dope-ass sweater?
No, I wasn't paying attention to what you're wearing.
Sure
I can't help but just stare in your eyes the whole time we play.
Aw.
This is me trying to scrape myself out of the hole.
So, Sean, considering this intrigue steal... And it does not look good, because any challenge that he comes back with is not great, except for power.
Yep. You can just tell in his body language, the way he's moving his cards around, he's a little unsure and a little feels a little defeated after the mistake.
Absolutely.
And there's the Stannis. That was one of the cards in his hand, discarded for intrigue claim.
We'll never see his light again. Yeah, Fire Followers is definitely a good choice there, because you are not getting military claim back. You'll just be feeding Jaime.
Yep. So we have a power now coming in with Illyrio and Pycelle.
Yep, just trying to keep him off of Red Keep draw there. They'll only have to invest 2 characters, so it's not that bad. Unless you are expecting Widow's Wail, but I think at this point you don't play for that. But smart not putting in Moonboy.
Yeah, it's tough for that Moonboy. It's hard to risk it. You really have to do it when you're for sure. Or just be aware of your opponent's strength buffs.
Oh yeah.
Or little tricks to knock characters out of challenge. Well, I guess him being knocked out of a challenge wouldn't matter, but...
Well, they would knock out his friends.
Yeah, that exactly, yeah.
Sorry. Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I haven't got much play with Moonboy or Butterbumps. I've had them in decks, but they haven't really done that much. Definitely never lost with them. But I think they're pretty well designed and definitely good to include in the when you are main housing those.
Oh, yes, for sure. Any little bit of card draw can help.
Yeah. So it looks like Sean elects for that to go unopposed as well, and Kyle draws off of Pycelle's Insight.
It looks like Kyle the Lannister player is at 10 power now.
Alright, cool.
Yep.
I forgot about
Going to Sean's.
This is me unwrapping.
Sean's challenge is here, so he is free for his power challenge with Moonboy again.
I didn't want to play against Jerry, as I know you're friends.
Well, it will be free whenever he elects to do it.
Let's go 6 entry.
Instead,
So,
he decides for
intrigue,
intrigue to feed
yep.
Kyle a couple more gold. So now it's technically not free because one of those cards could be a hound.
So we do have Jamie standing here from the Seal of the Hand.
Yep. Jamie defends. Do we see the wheel as well? No, we see some intrigue claim happening.
Yeah, yeah.
After a Shadow Black claim.
Third time's a charm.
I know. You know what's so funny is the
So I
guy
haven't
actually-
entirely been paying attention, but
feels that-
has he been getting hits off of this Shadow Black claim?
I know.
I think he missed the last one.
So yeah, I think it's his third trigger of the game.
Oh no.
There's the Scene in Flames, the third copy.
So it's not bad. He's got a gold to use it, but right now is not a
Well, you get both my
optimal time,
cards.
I would imagine.
No, not with everyone knelt across the board. And
No.
he's about to take one of the cards out of Kyle's hand for Intrigue Claim already.
It's pretty effective.
Yeah, so unless he wants to empty that entirely, it's not
Seems pretty effective when
would not be the greatest.
Oh yeah, sure. When you pull the build off press and use.
I wasn't sure if he played Crescent. He's like a, you know, 20 minutes left in the round. Maybe a one-up in most decks.
Oh no, I already have. I think he's better than that.
I think he's good, always,
essential.
and especially in this meta with so much milk, right?
Cool. So we're actually doing claim now.
Yeah.
So they're just jumping back to the
You were
Did win.
claim
Let's see.
here.
Yeah. Oh, Cersei.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Oh, yeah.
Moonboy comes in with his special challenge. Draws a card for a special boy. And dominance will go to Kyle.
One gold, 3 actually, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's 4-3, right? With the Fiery Follower standing even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at your gold, and it's like, something spoke to me. I was
So we got a good position on Kyle's side, and Mel is back to normal with no Milk the Poppy on Sean's side, but it's definitely not a position he wants to be in.
No.
He's probably wishing that he's a third Filthy Accusations.
He's got all this extra fury he's done.
But alas, that would make this video admissible as evidence of disqualification.
Judge?
Judge. Past judge.
Past
2 weeks
judge.
ago.
I need to make a phone call. One sec. Alright, so what does Sean need here? So Wildfire. Wildfire is pretty good.
Not bad.
Looks
Wildfire
like
confiscation.
yeah, Confiscation finally coming out there to get the Illyrio going.
But he's probably dying. I mean, Kyle might kill Tyrion instead of Illyrio,
Yeah.
just because of the matchup, but
Yeah, that honestly I might go that route also.
yeah, no, yeah, and he's only got one card in hand, so
He's close to the end of the game. You want to seal the deal. You got Jamie who can be used twice. You got Tywin out there who then you can use twice if you have Illyrio with them. So you can really close the game fast, I think.
Yeah,
I know the stealth on Tyrion does help too, but if Tyrion gets knelt, it's most likely Tywin's going to get knelt, but you'd like to stand that Tywin back up at least and get that renown.
that's very true. So it looks like Sean has elected to go first because he's chosen his first. So Kyle is just considering the conundrum that we were just posing to each other.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. You've convinced me.
Yeah,
Illyrio for president.
It
President
just
for
because
life.
it's so close to the end, you want to just shut it down, and like Illyrio's going to help you speed up your win for sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So the milk goes away. Draw back up. And Sean will start us off.
I used one of the cereal last round, so I don't have to deal with him beyond. Like, I could have had him gone, right? After like the second round, should have been at least a little pressure off, but you just seeing like Jamie, like Cersei, Tyrion, like just
So Sean needs to see Robert Baratheon or a Stannis. That's really what he needs, right?
Yeah, he's only got 5 gold plus the Dragonstone. But here we see a King's Road, so the sky is the limit.
Yeah. Fiery followers.
Not bad.
Get some Neil going.
Yeah, he's got some Neil. Yes. Looks like he's made the correct choice, though, to not use it. Because Illyrio's ability is once per phase, so you don't want
Oh, I see.
multiple standing going on. And we know he has the Scene of Flames.
Yeah, so you just save it for the Scene of Flames.
But, unfortunately, Kyle was bright and did not leave any cards in his hand.
Dumped his hand out, so we have a Brawn on the board. And what do you play? A King's Road, right?
Yeah. And a dupe of Jim.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No cards.
I'll put it all in.
So I think they're just, I think they quickly thought about trading Braun back and forth.
He'd be standing right now.
Looks like Sean is regretting not using this Daniel. Not that it would make much of a difference in that scenario.
Yeah, because there's still time.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money. It just sucks he has to waste the Scene of Flames for it.
Must be winning by a
But
lot at this point or losing by a lot at this point.
and with Kyle now sitting on 6 gold, I mean, he just, what does he care if a kneel happens?
Just prepare for the Miri.
Well, it's more that the Neil, if the Neil happens during the challenges phase, then you get less uses.
True.
But just have a call.
You have 3 cards, Sean, sorry?
Yes.
So 3 cards on Sean's side in hand, and 0 on the Laney side.
Yep. Sean's just doing some quick calculations.
Kneeling.
I'm not sure any of them point in his favor, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Especially with Braun on the defense.
Sorry,
We're in
5
Marshland,
strength,
you're talking
defending Tricon.
Yeah, no.
It's nothing to spit at.
That's what so I did all of that.
So they were just discussing about him possibly trying to take Braun. So they haven't technically gone to challenges yet.
Yeah, and that's definitely not a bad choice for Sean to start trying at, because
Yeah.
weakens Tywin. I don't think he has a better use for the gold.
But he has decided not to.
No, and
Yeah,
it
we
looks like
have
he's
it.
passed challenges entirely as well.
Yep. And we have a Jamie and Braun military attack here.
The 2 best friends that anyone could have.
Is it in or no? Because he would be gone. He's gone before the react. Is it in or react? React. They're going to fully pay the sack cost. Right, yeah. Gone, and then you move on to the next one.
Sean box with fire followers, so he then uses his claim.
So why did he throw in the Braun there?
Why did he throw in the Braun? He might also be playing around with it as well.
Oh, true, yeah. I didn't even think about that in Banner of the Lion, but yeah, that's definitely an option.
Yeah, it's
I
definitely,
definitely
one of my
play
favorites.
around it. Yeah, I
in
definitely play
Great
around it in when I'm playing against the Laney deck, but I just never think about it in the Banner, but
Yeah, so I think Kyle's just making sure that he closes out as quickly as possible, so
yeah.
make sure you get the renown on Jamie.
Yeah, it looks like a power with Illyrio and Tywin.
Yep, as well.
Yeah, 16.
Because Jamie can still come in with the intrigue. And you want to shut down the Red Keep?
16 strength power challenge should do it.
I would hope so. Looks like a lonely Crescent is holding down the fort.
It looks like Maester Crescent's there, blocking the unopposed bonus.
Yep. Kyle goes up to 13, it looks like.
Yep, that's 13.
Stand. Tywin, yep, good choice. And comes in with the intrigue. Which, Sean would have to defend. So that takes away one of the challenges he's able to do.
Yep. So intrigue for 10 strength.
Yep. Stars and fire followers. Just so that he could do a power in return. And at least stop this game for another turn.
And it's another copy of Shadow Black Lane. Hit on the intrigue.
I'll take the initial that I should have taken the free.
There's a Burnman jumping in on the Baratheon side.
Probably should have done that. I were paying attention.
I'm done my challenges.
Sort of sounds like he regrets not having ambushed that as
Yeah, and using it as claim instead of the fiery followers. He just said that.
11, 14, 15.
And that's it. So that's the
wrap
game.
up here.
And congrats to Kyle, our buddy there, on closing this one out
Good job.
and defeating Sean with his little Lannister Banner of the Dragon. And thanks to both players for playing under the camera there at table number 1. And thanks to Kevin for joining me on another commentary.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Any final words before we close this out?
Laney Dragon for life.
Yes, we definitely did well with it that day. All right, I just
was
want to
a
thank
good day.
everyone. I just want to thank everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.
Bye.